I'ma test this out. Keep in mind that I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Charitisinae and I am back with another video. And today I'm just gonna be like talking about, you know, a little love life update. This video was supposed to be a love life update. However, it turned into like a lot wrapped in one, like a whole healing journey, a whole like self-love journey and reflection and just a whole process. I have no idea. I spoke about a lot in this video. And so overall, it really is a love life update. It's just like very scattered. It's a little all over the place. However, I still hope you guys are able to enjoy this video. And you know, I did my makeup. I tried to give y'all like a full beat face. I did some eye makeup for you because I haven't done eye makeup in a minute. Like, you know, lately I've just been on my whole natural kick and doing the bare minimum when it comes to my face. And even when I do a full face, it's like concealer, powder, bronzer, and we gonna leave it there. This is what you got. And so yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. And so let's get into it. We did enough talking in the intro, Charity. Okay, so one eye is done off of camera, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? Just going to apply some base. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer in the shade Light 45W. Okay, first of all, I really do want to thank you all for, you know, showing so much love to my last two videos, especially my coming out story. I don't know if there's anybody here who hasn't viewed that, but that video, honey, is juicy. Okay, and it's apparently juicy because I haven't got that much love in a minute. And so I do appreciate the people who have, you know, viewed it and really expressed their love for me in the comments, especially my family. Like, I really appreciate that. I was a little taken back. I'm like, what? I'm getting a lot of love on this video. But with that being said, there will be a lot more like story times to come on my channel. We are using the Wahala palette by Juvia's Place. This is the Wahala palette 2. Okay, I don't know the one. I'm probably not going to list every step I'm doing because this is simply a chit chat. And when it comes to that, my coming out story, one thing I did notice is I had got a lot of messages from people who knew me at the time, and they were reaching out to me and they were like, I thought your parents found out you were attracted to women through this person and this person, and basically this is what confirmed that I definitely should be doing a lot more story times, because I definitely got caught kissing a girl when I was in 10th grade in high school. And I will get into it in my next video. Just stick around for that one. And just be sure to turn on your post notifications so you will be notified when I do upload. So you can get a good key out of that video, because that was drama. It was hectic, okay? It was really a nightmare, because for me it felt like I had to come out all over again. However, on to the topic at hand. As far as a love life update, y'all, your girl, I've been out here doing my thing. And when I say doing my thing, I mean my single thing. Like, I've been minding my business. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I am a relationship girl. Don't get it confused. Don't get it mixed up, honey. I've always been a relationship girl. I love. I think love is beautiful. I think having somebody to share it with is absolutely beautiful. However, I don't want it with somebody just to say I have it, because after all, if you just go after it with just any old body, do you really have it anyway? And for me, the answer is no. I really haven't been in a relationship in, what's the last time I've been in a relationship? This is crazy. I really just want to go ahead and put it on 2017. 2018. I'm so sorry. Not 2017, but definitely 2018. I was dealing with somebody for a cool 8 years, but it was on and off. I was dealing with the same person on and off for like 8 years. And so in meantime though, we definitely did our own thing. Like, don't get it misconstrued. Don't get it messed up. This relationship really was the one that impacted my entire life. I had just got out of a relationship. Y'all, I used to be in and out very quickly. That's the thing with being a relationship girl when you are very young. I was in and out of relationships, situationships with people very, very, very quickly. And so the thing with that is, when you are so young, like we were very young and very just into each other. It was very fun but very toxic. And so for me personally, I just learned a lot from this situation specifically, and it's really the one that I want to speak on today because I learned a lot from it. It's really the main reason why I want to, well, not even want to, but I have been to myself for so long, because it took up most of my time. I was so consumed in her, and I wanted her so badly, and I wanted to make her happy so badly that it made me take time away from myself to put so much time in her. And that's really what had happened with that. And when you take away the time for yourself to invest that time into someone else, you know, in the most toxic way ever, honey, that's not gonna work, because you have to find balance. You have to know how to still cater to yourself and invest in yourself while still being able to cater to someone else. But like I said, a sophomore in high school, honey, I didn't know any of this. And that's the only thing when it comes to parents. Like, as a grown adult, you know, you begin to realize how the things that your parents have taught you, have said to you, and they will hassle you about, those things are actually true. They're actually right. And in my head back then, it was just like, get out my ear. I think that's how a lot of kids operate, because it's just like, please leave me alone. I got it. But until you don't have it. And that's how I was. Like, I just wanted to have fun, do my thing, and be free without having any prior experience to back it up with. And that's where I'm at now. Like, now I know. Now I have the experience. Now I completely understand what my parents were trying to tell me when they tell you, you cannot get to know someone else before you know yourself. You cannot love someone else before you love yourself. And that is something I completely understood when I was like, what, 22? Yeah. 22, 23 is when it finally clicked. Like, oh yeah, something's not right. And I'm happy it really kicked in early on like that, because it takes longer for a lot of people. And for some people, they get it early on. And when I tell y'all, That relationship was so toxic. Honestly, all my relationships were though. Like, even in the meantime, between time, anybody I dealt with, like, during, it was just all toxic because every partner I had back then was like on and off. But this one was just my longest one. It was so much drama because when you are on and off with people, you know, a lot of y'all or a lot of people get a kick out of this whole where home at type of thing. I don't know why dogs are barking and it's going on 3 a.m. I'm not even going to hold you. Like, I'm filming this so late right now. The whole you know where home at deal is so old and so overrated because you are damaging people in the process. And that's exactly what I was doing, what we were doing. I used to stay being on and off with all of my partners. Like, I probably had like the same 3 in rotation. Like, there was no let up with me. Like, that's just what it was, and that's not healthy for anybody. And mind you, I was a teenager, and this honestly went on until I was about 21, 22, and that's it. But I learned my lessons early on. Like, I got sick and tired early on, and I'm happy I did. Like, I will be 27 this year. It's a comfort zone only because you will always go back to what's familiar if you allow yourself to. If you can't handle the pressure of change and transformation, because what you know, what you're comfortable with, are all of the things that you can predict. And that's exactly where I found myself with it. You know, I realized that I was dealing with the same people for so long, for years, and that one particular person, I was dealing with her because she was predictable. And not she was predictable, but we were. We just knew what to expect from each other. Like, we just knew how we could be with one another. It was just a complete comfort zone. And regardless of if it's toxic, if it's hurtful, if it's painful, if it's a constant going back and forth, when you know what to expect from a person, it really does lessen the pressure. Hell, I know what to expect from this person. I know what's going to happen with this person. And so it hurts a little less. I feel a little less pressure. And so therefore, it beats the odds of getting involved with someone new and it actually working out, rather than experiencing the pain of being so invested in someone just for them to let me down, like the last one. And not to downplay my experience, you know, even though we haven't spoken ages, so it really is what it is. However, you know, being in the situation, of course, I thought I was madly in love. And I'm not even going to say thought. I was, you know, but we really clung to history. And so this experience, it really taught me how to be alone, how to practice healthy detachment, how to really get to know Charity for who she is, who I am, because I'm just here to talk about how, you know, all of it led me to this day. The 26-year-old Charity who is turning 27 this year, which is about to make me vomit. But yeah, I learned a lot from that experience. It's like my dad told me, and he will never fail to let me and my sister know, like, if you only do what makes you comfortable, you will only be exactly where you are. And I have taken that piece of advice and I have literally carried it with me. Even though being in my 20s, I have learned, like, That in this entire decade is for figuring it out. And I don't want anybody to take this and feel like, you know, time is not on your side, to feel like there's pressure. No, you have your entire 20s to figure it out. You know, people like to make once you hit that 25-year-old mark, and it just from 29, honey, people like to make you feel like an auntie. No, ma'am. As long as you're in your 20s, you're young. Even in your 30s, you're young. But don't get me started on the whole age thing. If you are calling someone in their mid-20s to late 20s old, it just shows how young you are. Just remember that. And that's the only thing I'm going to say. However, back then is something I took so lightly. But now that I'm a 26-year-old, hearing that, because it's constantly something I keep in mind. But that is the most valuable piece of advice that I've ever received from my dad, because it's so true. You can't just do what makes you comfortable, or you're going to eventually find yourself stagnant. You have to branch out. And that's what I learned in my love life. Like, I was so focused on having love instead of actually being in it. I felt like that's what messed me up. I've always been in love with love. Like, I'm a hopeless romantic. I love love. But I feel like because I've always wanted to be in it, even at an early age, it made me just accept anything at an early age. Because that's what happens. When you love people more than you love yourself, you just want people in your life. And you're going to want those people in your life and really cater to those people in your life more than you cater to your actual self. And that's exactly what happened to me. I think we put too much pressure on what it means to be in love with somebody. I think we have to lessen that pressure, and I think we have to accept what comes with that. And the older I get, I completely understand that, because there are a lot of people, I know I look like a freaking clown, but you just gonna have to go with me. Okay, y'all saw it in the intro. Okay, she wasn't here to play, so y'all know I ain't on nothing clownish. You know, the older I get, I realize how important it is to take people seriously. I don't just let people in my space just to be in my space. It's not about having fun. I don't care about having fun anymore. Not to say that just the fun is swiped out. No, I'm still a very fun girl, okay? But I care about having fun with the people I love. I'm not just about to, you know, let you in my space just for the sake of some fun. Because I spent so much of my time, like, not loving me for the sake of loving somebody else. That's what it was about for me at first. I just wanted to be in love. I didn't care what love meant. I didn't care what love looked like. I didn't care what my parents were telling me about love. I just knew I just wanted to be in love. If it felt right, it felt right. And that is what I was on when I was like a teenager, all the way up until I was like 22. Why not? I'm a lover girl. I still am. But now I just know how to love myself more. I have been putting all this time in on myself because I want to learn more about me rather than learning so much about someone else where I forget about me, you know. And I want to cater to charity, so that way I could teach someone else how to cater to me. Because after all, if you're going to come into my life and be absolutely head over heels for me, and you want to show me that, you're going to have to learn me. And if I don't know anything about me, then you're not going to really know how to learn me now, are you? you're not gonna really understand me. You're not gonna really know me for who I am if I don't, because I can't teach you anything. I can't teach you how to love me if I don't know how to love my own self. And that's what it's about. Being up under somebody is not going to teach you that. What's going to teach you that is being alone with yourself. It just saves you a whole lot of time. It really does. Once you get to know yourself and you can really have control over who and what comes around you. Like, I also had to work through forgiving myself for letting certain people and things in my area that I know for sure I won't let them in my area right now. Like, if I had the opportunity, the answer would be no, absolutely not. Like, I would never. But, you know, when you know better, you do better. And that's exactly what it is for me. Right now, I'm in that forgiveness stage. Like, a lot of people, I'm just like, how could I ever let you in my space? How could I? When you don't know better, you really just go with the flow. That's really what it is. You just go with the flow of things. And that's it. Nothing else. However, right now, where I'm currently at in the present moment, I feel very good about myself. Like, I'm exactly where I want to be. There are certain times where I look back at my social life, I look back at my love life, and I'm like, I was lit. Like, I used to stay going out. I used to stay getting lit. Like, I just think, I just know that, you know, I look back and I'm like, man, I had friends. I had nights out. I was going out, getting lit and having fun. But now I'm just enjoying my alone time, my quiet time, my peace of mind. Like, I'm just enjoying getting to know Charity for who Charity is. And I love that now more than ever. Like, I would not trade it for anything because it's what I need. Like, I started this a few years ago and I'm still here doing it. But for me, I look at it as I have a whole lot of making up to do for a whole lot of time that I felt like I lost. But really, it's all right on time. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm not held back. I'm not behind. It all came right on time. So even when you feel the pressure of, I should have been doing this, I could have been doing this, no, realize that it's coming right on time for you. Because that's where I'm at. I felt a whole lot of pressure too. Like, I was just like, dang, why haven't I been got my act together? No, you know, I'm getting it together now. And it's coming right on time because it's coming at a time where I'm able to receive it. I wouldn't trade that for anything because you want to get it when you can. Dang, I just spilled all my powder, y'all. And just in case y'all don't know, I'm going to powder contour. Just in case y'all see this line and y'all like, is she gonna fix that? Powder contour. I don't know why this is the only step I felt the need to really explain to y'all. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun. You know, I'm not in a relationship and I don't really want to be in one. Like, I'm cool. I'm gonna blend that out, like I said. I'd much rather continue to show up for myself as my best self, and whatever is meant to come with that is going to come with that. Like, I'm not in the process of forcing anything. I don't want to force anything. I'm not going to force anything. And I've had my moments where I questioned if I was too comfortable. Don't get me wrong, because like I have these connections that kind of come my way, and I'm like, is this a test or what? But I just realized that, you know, this is what it's always been. This is what it will always be. People will approach you. People will be attracted to you in more ways than one. Like I said, platonic or romantic. And, you know, they'll want to be in your life, but you have say-so over that. You have control over that. You get to dictate and determine who can be in your life, platonically or romantically. Because for me personally, if you wanted to be in my life, it was just like, I used to be automatically flattered. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. You want to be friends? Let's be friends. Just welcoming anybody in my space, in my energy, in my aura. Like, for no reason. It was just automatic. Why? Because I used to be gullible. I used to be naive. I used to not care. I've learned. And just because you approach me, it don't mean that I gotta welcome you in at all. Like, I probably won't now. My math has been messed up this entire video. It started at like 21, 22. Either way, just know it started. That's the only thing I can tell you, is it started. And age doesn't even matter. When you get it, you get it. And that's the most important part. And with me, I put pressure on myself. Like, people who approach me, I'm like, oh, slow down, slow down. Like, you can't just run up on this. You can't just walk in on this, up on me. Like, I'm not about to check you out the front door. Like, I ain't security. You be looking at people like that one whole time. People are just drawn to you naturally. They're going to be those people who are just drawn to you naturally, who are just attracted to you, who just find you fun or a good time, who just are genuinely wanting to be in your life with no extra with it. They just like, I mess with you. And you like, relax. And that's what happens when you are healing and loving yourself, and you're learning yourself and just being to yourself, and you are understanding what all that comes with. And so you have this extra protective barrier over yourself, and this shield, and it's just like you have the potential to block yourself from people who are actually like genuine. And then you have to learn how to like not do that. It's a whole process. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a whole process. But I'm about to go eat because the face is done. Well, I gotta do blush and I gotta blend everything out, but I want to eat before I do all that. So I'll be back. Thank you. Bye. So sleepy. I'm trying to end this video quickly. So I'm going to line my lips with chestnut. I'm going in with this Blooming Shine lip glaze from Origins. It's called Honey Bloom. Why do I feel like I can taste this? Like I just feel like I taste the lip gloss and it's disgusting. Should I change? This is the look. If I change, it's gonna be a white top, but like, should I have class and make it seem like I'm getting ready to go somewhere and just put on another top, or like what? Okay, I will. Okay, y'all, and this is the final look. I am thinking about doing a part 2 to this video because I know this was supposed to be like a love life update and like just talking about my experience being single and all of that, but it turned into like my healing journey and whole like self-love journey. and all those things overall, and how they really do tie in together, and they're literally just like one entire thing. But yeah, so there might be a part 2, or I might leave it here. I have to see how I feel when I'm editing it. So I guess, you know, you all will see. But thank you all so much for tuning in to today's video. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I do appreciate, you know, the love you've all been showing me on my last couple of videos. It really does mean a lot. But go ahead and give this one a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know some things you'd like to see from me on my channel. And subscribe to this channel, and then be sure to turn on your post notifications so you will be notified whenever I do upload. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.